stream if you wanna like focus on casting.
I got the stream already, so.
Okay, never mind. I'm gonna leave
I'm
this.
gonna go into live now. Alright, and we're live with Team Y Theory against Team Wheelchair on Team Red. Interesting compositions from both of the teams here. Doomfist Sombra are running by Team Y Theory. Farah Sombra on the other side on Wheelchair. Really interesting spot with moving into the Hammond here. Hammond just taking a little bit of poke damage. Alright, Team Y Theory really moving in now. I think Wheelchair's Diva really out of position here. Gets out though, Zen getting harassed by Ascended of Team Y Theory. And actually Team Red manages to take the point. Really interesting fight. In my opinion it looked a little bit disadvantageous for Team Red here. A little bit out of position, pretty split, but I still managed to take the point. That's very impressive in my opinion. Alright, now Y Theory setting up for another scrim, for another push here. Diving on Zen, actually forcing out the trance. Barrage getting used by Peppermint, taking out Kakashi on the Moira here. Who also used ult, so that ult won't be available for another couple of, maybe even seconds, since it's just Moira. But now looking at ults, it's 2-2 on ults, but the defensive ult of Team Red here was already used as well as the Barrage, so everything that's remaining is Apple's Sombra EMP now. Y Theory moving in, huge EMP by Apples here. Managed to take out Ascended on the Hammond. Granite going down as well, that's two up for Team Red. But Hammond falls, Apples hacked. I'm sorry, apparently not hacked. I must have seen something wrong there. But is forced to recall out. Now Farah in a very tight spot manages to get out. Y Theory has control of the point. Hasn't turned over the point. Huge bomb! Team Y Theory absolutely could not get away there. I think that was Hammond's. What is this ability called even? Hammond Slam. That's just knocked up every one of Y Theory and made them unable to even like run away from the Diva bombs. A huge plays here by Team Red. Y Theory on the last push they have. Last push, Spotwood already down. But Farah on the other side goes down as well. So does Zen with 79% on trance. That could have potentially saved the push here. Y Theory now desperately trying to defend this point here. Hammond in their backline. But I think that's a reset. Team Red here is playing it super safe, just resetting. They can go again. They have a whole 99% off time just to get back here. Just a little bit of poke right here. Neither of the teams really know when they can move in. Kakashi taking a little bit of poke damage here. He has to be careful that he doesn't get picked off by a direct hit by this Farah, by Peppermint. Team Red now on the point. Y Theory moving in hard on this Hammond. Hammond alone on point, but he can tank so much damage. Also using his bombs, dealing a lot of damage. All of those bombs are hacked now by Granite's EMP. Spotwood taking out Apples with a huge stick. Now those bombs are going to be active, they're not dead. They were just hacked, they are going to be active again. Still on the field. Diva going down, is forced to use her mech. Gets Kakashi, that is really unfortunate for Team Y Theory. Now taking out Peppermint. Granite switched onto the Doomfist to get back quicker. But two more picks from Team Red, that might be it for this map on Legion Tower Night Market. 80% for Y Theory. This is the last fight. Nef just trying to stall a little bit here. Obviously not on his main role. His main role is, if I remember correctly, main tank. Playing here on Lucio, since Y Theory's Lucio sadly couldn't make it to the match, but he's still delivering. He contests a lot. Ascended manages to demac D.Va, but Team Red manages to actually turn over the point. Peppermint cleaning up here on the Doomfist. Nav goes down. That will be map 1 for Team Wheelchair.
Hello there.
Score 0-1.
Right now spawning in on Lijiang Tower Control Center.
3, 2, 1.
Now Mei, Reinhardt, Zarya, Ana, Lucio, Mei and Doomfist strategy running from Y Theory here. What they want to do is just wall off the Reinhardt of Team Red, but they don't have a Reinhardt, so this might be where the strategy crumbles. They need to take this first point here so that they can push up to the choke and maybe get something going there with the Mei, or otherwise they have to switch off the Mei. Hammond a little bit in a dangerous spot here, just rolls out of there though. Easy peasy. Goes in again on Spudwit. Spudwit really low, is forced to use his ice block just for a little bit. Kakashi going down, that's the main healer down for Y Theory as well. Zarya, I think they're just gonna reset here. Reinhardt, I think just trying to get some old shot out of that here. Alright, and they reset. Granted and Ascended. Just getting out of there. Preserve their lives, waiting for Reinhardt to respawn. So that they can go again. Switching on to the Roadhog now with a triple tank comp for Y Theory. Interesting choices. Huge EMP, but that might not affect them as much as they don't have that many squishies, that many shields. Granted, getting slapped in the backlines, but he getting totally ignored. I think Team Red just wants to clean up all the rest, leave Granite, and then kill Granite after, and that's exactly what they did. Granite resetting here, sadly giving a little bit of ult charge to D.Va, who apparently touched him with her thrusters during that charge. Unlucky, but we go again. Y Theory trying again. Apples with another huge EMP. Ascended not having a shield, dies immediately, as well as Granite not having any abilities is huge in this game. Team Red just pushing in hard. Spudwit getting absolutely battered by Brigitte here. The bully is real. Spudwit can't get out. They will farm him for the last bit of ult charge he can give. Really unlucky here for Spudwit. Alright, now waiting for the Roadhog to push. And actually really interesting positioning by Team Red here. Thank you Seligal for following, by the way. Yeah, really interesting positioning. They're really far back. They're a little bit split, but then this Hammond always moves in, or a Peppermint getting grabbed here, but can actually finish him off. He's Peppermint getting out with 1 HP, getting healed up by the Ana. D.Va going down to Granite's Meteor Strike, as well as Ascended going down for Team Y Theory, so it's a pretty even fight. Lucio using his sound barrier as well as EMP. Now Spudwit can't heal, will go down. Zarya no shields, will go down as well. I think that's gonna be it. That EMP is still really huge for Team Red. EMP having a shit ton of value.
Victory.
And that's gonna be Lijiang Tower for Team Wheelchair, map 1.
Play of the game.
Alright, we're gonna go into intermission now, and we're gonna see you on the next map. I don't know yet what it's gonna be, but we'll see, we'll see. I think the choice is between Gibraltar and Rialto. We'll see what Team Y Theory is gonna pick the map, so we'll see, we'll see. See you in a second. Alright, and we're back on Rialto. Pretty standard comp here by Y Theory, I think. Spotwood on the Hanzo, Granite on Sombra. We have Orisa Hog combo for the halts. Ana, now that Mercy isn't meta, that much meta anymore. Ana and Zenyatta, I think that's a pretty standard comp. We'll see if Team Red is actually gonna go with this comp. Really interesting. To be fair, I could see them do it. On the other hand, you know, a Bastion, yeah, switch onto Brigitte happens before they run out of spawn.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's actually gonna be a Bastion. Nope, no Bastion. Interesting swaps here. I think they just wanted to bait Y Theory in case anyone was listening at the spawn door. Sombra gonna go for the flank. Alright, so far just poke. Spotwood actually taking out Hammond immediately. Very nice plays here. Y Theory rotating around to stop that payload. Initial poke phase is gone. And now it's gonna be actually get the picks. I think Y Theory could get a little bit more aggressive here. They got a pick already onto the Hammond, which is huge, so they could maybe go and try and secure a pick. And there goes Peppermint on the Brigitte, getting taken down. Ana getting slapped. Y Theory not able to take him out. Hammond super low and goes down as well to Spotwood again, getting the huge picks. And just some dragons. I think the dragon was just to zone this Sombra so they can secure the point, right? Sombra goes down, they got another 20 seconds on their time bank. Easy peasy so far. Ascended pushing up a little bit now on the Orisa. Apples, however, can just walk right past that now. Invisible for an infinite amount of time. Just going for that flank. He has EMP, that's gonna be huge. Watch this. Huge EMP here. Peppermint is anti-healed though. He can go down easily, but he gets actually nanoed. Just so he doesn't die. Granted, getting a couple of picks here, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. No one's contesting the point. 4 people live for Team Red. And I don't think Y Theory will be able to actually contest here. They're running, but it's not gonna be enough. It's not gonna be enough. Wait! Granite on the Sombra contesting. Neff actually popping off, getting 2 picks onto Lucio and Diva. Kakashi taking out Peppermint on the Brigitte, and they're actually gonna hold. I didn't see that Sombra coming in there. Granite getting slapped by Ana, but he just will get up. Good night's sleep. Now he's gonna be back even stronger. Hammond rolling around sneakily, getting spotted though. His team isn't there yet, so he can't do anything. Just revealing his position a little bit. Now Hammond and Diva Are they gonna take high ground? Hammond actually dropping huge bombs on point. Not having that much value yet, but Soundberry getting used. Dragons from Team Blue. Taking out no one as well. Trance getting popped. A lot of ults, a lot of ults. I think Diva will go down here. She's actually getting forced to remake. Ascended not getting away fast enough. Hammond is really low. He's not getting taken down, he's getting healed up again by Reds. Anna. The picks just weren't there for Y Theory. Unlucky pick there for, or unlucky death for Ascended on the Orisa. Now switching to dive though. Team point, God, I can't talk, I'm sorry. Point 1 is taken and the choice is to switch to dive comp. I'm just gonna assume they're gonna sit on high ground, play those high grounds, drop down on the enemy so they can have their jump abilities to get back up. Hammond going in deep. EMP getting used. Those EMPs are absolutely huge. Right, using EMP as well, but there's very little follow-up. Spudwit and Ascended going down as well. Bomb getting used by Diva, but for what? He's not contesting. He's just feeding ult shot at this point. They need to reset and try to contest this point. It's just before they actually get to take this point. So 3 people, 4 people now there behind Ascended, but Diva's a little bit back now. Switch onto Rotok. Ascended going down immediately. There was no real group up phase, but they need to touch now and they can't. Don't manage to do it. Now Team Red will go super aggressive here, trying to get a few picks. I think those 3 heroes right here, they are just food for Team Red now. Granite going down as well. Anna trying to stagger. I am not sure. Team Y Theory trying to stay alive in some situations here where they probably shouldn't. Feeding a little bit of ultra, or at least feeding time to Team Red. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Alright, on to the last fight now. Names flipped. Yes, I'm sorry, hang on, let me fix that. Like this. You happy now? Press the wrong button when starting up the stream again. Huge impede from Granite. Actually, I think he only got Hammond. Hammond escaping here. Behind the point will go down though. As well as Peppermint. Kakashi, the main healer, going down, which could potentially be huge, but I think that's enough picks for Y Theory here. Need to focus up still to get those picks with Lucio going down, Diva going down. I think they could have staggered here a little bit, but she was... I guess she was getting out there, so just to be safe. 2.5 minutes remaining now, so potentially takeable by Team Red at 2 minutes, I suppose. Maybe like 1.5. Huge hook going down here on Hammond though. He instantly activates the shield. Like, that Hammond is just insanely tanky if enough enemies are around. Huge pick on Granite. EMP going down as well. Trance gets used though, which, you know, that Zen, you really want to get that Zen in your EMP. He's gonna be 50 HP and has no trance available if you EMP him, but they don't get him immediately. Pops trance. Lucio purple and really low, but those are like some huge picks. Granite not being able to contest the point, and that's gonna be round 1 complete for Team Red, which I think they took it with roundabout what I predicted, right? Let's see, 1 minute 46 seconds. Yeah, it's beatable. It's gonna be hard though for Team Y Theory. They really need to show some strength now in this attack round. Yes, the names are flipped, really annoying. I flipped it back, my friend. I flipped it back. See, we got this. I got the setup where I have my gameplay and my gameplay inverted, and I just pressed the wrong button because I wasn't sure anymore. Which is here on my numpad 4, which has the inverted one, which is wheelchair on Team Blue. And this one is correct now. Easy clappers. Alright. Also forgive me, I'm casting solo, so my break is nuts. Yeah, forgive me for casting solo. Usually, if I would have a partner, I would use a little bit more first-person view and everything, but sadly I'm not allowed to, or like I can't focus on that many things as well. Wait, is Waivu joining us for the commentary now?
Indeed
Interesting.
I am.
Oh, indeed
Hello.
he is. Perfect. Well, now maybe I can like focus a little bit more on the
The
better
camera show.
shots instead of talking.
Give me the juice, buddy.
Perfect, perfect. Yes, the juices, Y theories, one map down. Uh, Team Wheelchair now took Rialto all 3 points with 1 minute 46 seconds remaining, and we go to the um, into the attack round for Team Y Theory now. Let me just invite you really quick to the lobby, I suppose, because you're not in here.
I am.
Right.
Thank you for the gift.
I will not waste this opportunity.
Alright. Spudwit going aggressive on the Pharah. There's a Hammond just dangling around. Alright, ascended.
Bam, go straight in. Hello. Y
Oh,
Theory are backing out as they're getting forced back here.
Yeah, I think that
The
D.Va's
Ana
gonna die. That
pulled out
D.Va's
of
just...
position enough. Kakashi jumps off the map and Ana goes down. Maybe D.Va goes down here too. And she goes straight off. She goes straight off the map.
Yeah. Lucio actually
nice play.
nabbing the ult charge here, right? So what we've seen so far is like some huge EMP plays from both teams. That's usually how the engagement went. EMP not up yet for either of the teams. Apple's a little bit further. So I suppose we're gonna see Apple sitting in some corner or just running in from behind, getting huge EMP. White here in real danger now.
Spud were getting focused down by the D.Va, and D.Va's getting... Oh, D.Va goes down to the Nano Rally coming in for the opponents of the Y Theory here. Granite's trying to feed his ult charge off this Hammond. He gets his ult and he TP's out, and Spud's trying to clean up here. Spud gets the Nano boost, and he's going in with it. And he's looking to do some serious damage here, and he takes out Brigitte. Hammond goes down too, and D.Va backs out. If they push up here, they're 2 down. They could really...
Yeah, I think that was the smarter choice to do, backing up with the D.Va here, just so they can safely recontest. But she gets forced to remag.
Gets remag. That's a big bomb. The Mercy goes down.
That is
and
huge.
EMP coming in from Granite, but the Sended goes down, and Spud looks like he's gonna go down, and Spud goes down, and they get demag. But the sound barrier comes in for the opponents of the Y Theory. And Granite seems won, and he's backing out of there. They lose the fight. They really should have won that fight. Nev's probably going to get cleaned up on the way out.
Yeah, he's just getting stalled
he gets
here.
sacked.
That's brutal. That is absolutely brutal. Yeah, that was interesting. Spud was behind them with the barrage, not getting used though. That's a potentially a huge hack to Granite. Oh, that is painful. That is painful.
That is horrible stagger. Another 10-15 seconds taken off the...
To be fair, it is a Zombra. She can get back faster, but it's still at least 10 seconds off the respawn, right? So... ults wise, I guess Whiteear's a little bit up here. Valkyrie getting used.
Oh, they're going in. And it's the Nano Brigitte strat again. But Hammond somehow stays alive there as he goes to the Ana and he gets booped off the map. And D.Va's going in. They're really trying to take this. Really trying to take this Ana out. And Granite gets another EMP in. And they're pushing in, trying to get some
going off here though. Barrage getting used.
Oh, Spud gets nothing with the barrage. And he gets bombed. Die, that's unlucky here. And Ana goes down.
Send it dying to the D.Va mech. Oh. That is unlucky. 13 seconds only remaining now.
They don't have time for this.
There's gonna be time.
Yeah. Goes down too late here.
Oh, they're actually resetting intentionally here, but it's 3 seconds remaining, and that's gonna
someone
be
has to go
mapped,
touch.
dude. That's gonna
Big,
be mapped.
big
That was a
stun
huge defense there. That was a huge defense by Team Wheelchair here. Absolutely amazing.
Play of the game.
The Nano Brigitte strat that we started seeing at the end there, that seemed
That was
quite
really
effective.
interesting. Yeah, I think they use Nano Boost to keep that Brigitte alive, and when she's Nano Boost, she does an additional amount of damage, and then absolutely huge.
But the main thing about this is survivability. Instantly full health, takes half damage plus armor. Doesn't die anytime soon.
Yeah, exactly. With the Nano Boost, like, and the self-healing will be absolutely massive there. Brigitte's not gonna die. With the Nano Boost, she has an Ana pocketing her. She has a Nano Boost, has a self-healing. That Brigitte is not gonna die. She's just an OP tank at this point, right? So you're basically going, by using this ult, you're going from a duo tank strat to a triple tank strat, which I think just disrupts the enemy quite a lot. And I think that's the goal here for Team Wheelchair.
Again, it's like it seemed like it really worked out well.
Yeah,
The combos
it
weren't
really
looking
worked
too...
out well, and then I think like Team White here just didn't got the value out of their ults that I wanted to spot, getting no
Nothing on the barrage.
yeah, exactly, getting no kills from the out of the barrage. Um, yeah, I think
Well,
the EMPs for Wheelchair just were used a little bit better. Um,
yeah, and also it seemed like Spud wasn't
yeah.
getting too much value on the Pharaoh overall.
He did in the
He was
beginning, but
getting...
he held this barrage for pretty long, and then when he finally used it, he didn't manage to get any kills, which was really unlucky. Yeah, and then on the other side, right, Team Red sometimes really lucky bombs, or you know, they get some really huge diva bombs, sometimes in combination with Hammond, or just really unlucky. Kakashi earlier on the first point, getting taken down. If the main healer, if you would have survived, maybe they could have taken it around because diva bomb was used, right? Diva was forced to remake. That was a fight favorable for White Theory, but Kakashi getting taken down there on the Mercy by the diva bomb, really unlucky and probably cost them the fight. Alright,
And
anyway.
also, my Spud didn't use his barrage last point as well, like during the EMP, because he needs that Mercy Pocket to stay alive, or he needs the DM.
Exactly. Alright, now, spawning in on Temple of Anubis. Granite in the back lines with Sombra. This is gonna be interesting. Let's just switch.
Granite's eyeing that Ana like I eye a Nando's chicken. And he's going for it, and he's half, and they're going in for it. You could easily take out the Tane.
Ooh, Force Recon
Granite
gets
goes down
taken
to
down
seven.
immediately though by Genji.
Yeah. And they're playing aggressive now as they know the numbers advantage, and they're trying to... Spud's on the high ground, they stun the Winston, and he's in the backline with no jump. They can really focus him here, but they're backing up. And Ascended goes down the...
DM on Ana, no healing for the team.
And Nev is down left to
That
be
is
the
just
solo.
staggering at this point. Usually getting taken down as well. It's gonna be point.
Brutal. This is brutal to new levels.
Alright. This point is lost. Let's switch over to point 2.
Lost. Defense point. Objective B.
Peppermint gets anti, then doesn't look like they're going to do anything to follow up. Granite switched off the Sombra onto the Doom Fist. Then they got
Visor and
Nano Blade
Nanoblade!
and Oh dear, this is overkill.
This looks bad.
But the Nano Rally,
Brigitte,
that's not
no.
dying anytime soon. That is,
That's gonna
she is
survive,
not
but
dying.
as long as he's not on point, he's not gonna have value. Gets on it now.
His point, he's contesting for a really long while here, and the sound barrier comes out from Nev, and they're
Actually
all
managed to
retouching,
recover
and
so far. Bomb getting used to
they've
remake.
evened out a point. And Cinder pops the... Oh,
Peppermint
goes down. Numbers advantage for Y Theory on the point here. But Spot goes down, but so does Nathan.
No, I
Holy
think they
hell.
can do this. I think they can recover here.
Yes,
Yeah, I think
they can take the
I
fight.
think they managed to stabilize, which that is huge. You know, Visor and the Nanoblade popped for Team Red, as well as the apparently Lucio ult and Diva Bomb. They're down
Yeah, that's
on ults
really
and
big Y Theory.
Yeah.
Like,
They're
they had
down
to use
ults.
every ult there to try to take that, and it didn't pan out.
Yeah.
They're setting up on the high ground, waiting for the jump. and they're trying to size. They're just sizing each other up right now. Just trying to poking at each other a bit. They're getting forced off high ground and Ascended.
Yeah, Ascended pretty aggressive right now.
Ascended
Jumps back
backs
out
up.
right away,
And
though.
Monkey jumps in on the Ana, but he gets a great peeling from the rest of the team here, and he goes down. Granite takes out Apples in the back line and lets them push over for Team Wheelchair. Granite may go down, but it doesn't matter. There's respawn advantage and the numbers doesn't means the death doesn't really matter.
Yeah. To me, it looked like a little bit of miscommunication here for Team Red on this push. The Monkey jumped in all by himself. Diana had her sleep dart. She had her anti-nade. That Winston just got destroyed, and then the huge stick from Granite here onto, I'm not sure, was it Lucio? But that just decided the push instantly, basically. So if that Diva would have followed up on that dive, maybe taken out Diana, that could have looked a lot different.
Riley coming out from Spud, and they're here for a bit of a poke battle on the high ground here. Diva's just
I think
pessimistic with that blade. They've got 6 ults coming up for Team Wheelchair, and White Theory only has 4, and Ascended dies with Primal. That's bad, very bad. But they've got a lot of armor here, and they're not pushing on it because they're a man down.
It doesn't seem like Wheelchair actually wants to go aggressive here though, and Ascended just has the time to respawn, right? He's back in the fight now.
Yes, but Diva goes down. Both Divas go down. Diva mech down for Team Wheelchair. Looks like they're backing up, and the White Theory using this chance to go in. But if they get picked here, it might be bad. But it doesn't matter because Ana goes down, and that's the fight definitely over now.
Yeah, no, huge
Great aggression. It was great aggression from White Theory after they win the team fight. Really not letting them out. No survivors.
Yeah, I think White Theory just went aggressive here, and Wheelchair not being able to push into that pick on Ascended. They should have either reset there, or actually went in on that pick. But like this, they just staggered a whole lot.
Oh, and Apple goes down. Spud with the big stagger, but they're going for the res here. They cannot waste. They do not want to waste the time. And Diva's flying in. She has no boosters, and she walks into the entire team. Granite and Diva goes down. There's some very bad mistakes, and Kakashi is having a good time with
She's
a
rally coming up though.
big monkey in the corner. Kakashi goes down, main support down. Kakashi used Nano before he died though, and Spud is just trying his best to contest, and along with Nev. Nev's staying alive for so long here.
2 picks though, 2 picks for White Theory now.
Big.
Tracer
Nev's
going
staying
down as
alive
well. I
for
think
long.
that's gonna be it.
Granite popping off, going big. I think that was Granite with a 3k, and Nev just survived for so long, got a sound barrier up.
Yeah.
Sound barrier kept everyone up, and look.
Yeah, Ascended helping out a lot with his primal rage there. Spudwood as well with the just staying alive and supporting his team with his rally. That's a lot of ults used though. As you can see right now, it's only Granite gonna be available. Granite's Pulse Bomb versus Transcendence and a Blade at least, maybe a Diva Bomb to remake. That could
And also,
potentially.
Valkyrie coming in soon as well, but
Zen
Zen
goes down though with trans up. That's gonna be like
Mercy
Team
goes
Red
down.
just has to reset here instantly, or else they're gonna stagger.
Yeah. If Team Red gets any more deaths now, it's gonna be. As I say that, speak of the devil, Peppermint goes down.
I think
Staggers are too much here.
Some big misplays by Team Red here maybe, because Team White Theory just got their ults up. I mean Team Red as well, 4 ults now. But White Theory able to at least a little bit catch up on the ult disadvantage here. So if they can get a little bit more, get the Primal Rage back up, get the Rally back up, get the Hammond Bombs back up, I think they got a real chance here at winning this.
Yeah, they're going in now. Oh, Ascender goes down with 3% left to go to rally, and Hammond trying to block off the area, but the Trans is tanking it all, and the blade goes in, takes out Kakashi. Peppermint with the 2k blade, big blade. They get the res onto Reaper, and Granite takes up Zen. Might not look like much now, but it could be really big later on.
It
The
could be
respawn
really
starts
big
coming
in the
Nev gets the
stall.
sound barrier. Great, some great stalling from White Theory here, and Spud takes out. Oh, Kakashi goes down. Spud takes out Hammond, and Spud goes down. Maybe Team Wheelchair can
If
still
this
win this
Mercy
after
goes
all.
down, Mercy's 1 HP. If this Mercy goes down, that could be potentially huge. But
Sender goes down first
Yeah.
though, and so does Nev, and they should be able to take this here. Granite goes down, and it's just Hammond. Oh, there's 3 of them on the point now. They could go in for picks, and Coalescence come out. Maybe they could stall it for a bit longer here. Maybe take it to overtime. And a bunch of respawns coming in, and Spud goes down, and so does Hammond.
yeah, only 7
Blade,
seconds remaining here.
another blade for Ascended. I mean, for Peppermint. Takes out Ascended. Takes
can
out Granite too.
They managed to get it into overtime.
They managed to get into overtime.
Oh,
That is a
and
great
just
goal.
there. Team Red
Just
managed to
about.
take the point. And I was unlucky. I think if that Mercy would have fallen, that fight could have gone a whole lot differently. But Mercy got out, healed herself up, and just had that huge sustain on Team Red. And then it was just cleaning up the remaining people of Team White Theory, all of the respawns. Alright, now I'm really curious as to what Team White Theory will run here. Maybe a Goats comp with the Brigitte, Lucio, Mercy right now. I mean, the Mercy is probably gonna get switched, but we'll see. And remember, this could potentially be the last map for Team White Theory, or for this match. Already the last map for Team White Theory to actually turn this around. So they need to bring their A game, so...
If the reverse seat starts at any point, it starts now.
Yes, it can only start now.
It can only start now, indeed. They've
And
got,
it is 2 CP, right? It is 2 CP. Anything can happen, so to speak. We could see some really interesting plays here still. This is really gonna be a Brigitte, Sombra, Hammond, Diva, Dive comp. That could be interesting. We'll see about that. On the other side, same comp except for Zenyatta and Genji on the off support and the projectile DPS. Interesting as well.
Seems like almost mirror comps here, except Spud is on the Gita rather than the Genji. And Sended already down. Apples goes big here. Take up Granite too. Apples is already nearly 50%, like closing into 50% on ult.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I said earlier. Apples does an insane job here of building his EMP and then just getting a little bit more value out of them than Granite, I think. He's actually going really big on that Sombra.
Yeah, he's already got his EMP up, and it's not even. It's less than a minute into the game. They could already push it, and I don't think Team White is going to expect it after how quickly in the hack goes through onto Hammond. But the EMP goes out. The EMP goes out, and I don't think like they take out Ascended, but SR Drain goes down. Egoistic Zen goes down here, and they're pushing in hard. Apples goes down, and that looks like a point for Y Theory. Ascended, I mean, Hammond's just doing his best trying to go contest, but it's not gonna last for long as they focus him down on point.
It's just some Mercy remaining now. Will go down as well.
He goes down.
Right, that looked really scary there for a moment. That was a huge EMP. No defense matrix for Diva. Diva might getting taken out immediately, but apparently White Theory recovered. Very
They
nice.
could really steamroll this because they've got a bunch of big ultimate coming up. Valley's coming up soon. Valkyrie's coming up soon, and so is EMP, and they could really just push in hard here. So, Sombra takes out Zen. Big play.
Oh, that could be absolutely huge.
They get the res off in the back, but that's the res down already. And the Diva mech goes down, and he EMPs the blade.
Again,
But
though.
the EMPs the blade, but
Oh,
the
I'm
blade
sorry.
takes up
I'm sorry.
Ev.
That was actually Granite's EMP. My mistake. 3 picks here for Team Red already, though.
And Spud getting
going
2.
huge.
Now for the 3rd. It
This
looks like
Mercy has
Whitey
to
can
die.
still win
This
this
Mercy
here.
has to die.
Mercy really has to go down at any time. Quite like
Skyboxing on the Valkyrie here, though. Just contesting. I think they got enough time here to recontest this.
Yes, and the Granite takes out Ascent. I mean, Why do I keep calling it Hammond
Peppermint
ascended?
going huge, Spider taking on Apples, but
big double kill.
remember,
It looks like
picks for Team Red are way more valuable here than picks for Team Blue. There's
And
only 2 remaining, but
it
they got
looks like
one tick, right? They're
one
forced to
tick,
retreat
5
here.
minutes.
Good defense by Team Red, but they got the first tick already, which I
Yeah, but
don't
the
think Team Red managed to do on the first push on point 1, point 2.
But
I'm
Team
sorry.
Red are coming up with EMP Blade and Hammond ult, with also Xenot coming up soon. But Granite has the EMP to try decrease the value of the blade a bit and maybe also catch the Zen off guard. And Blade EMP combo coming out here, and both supports look likely to die, and they do. 3 supports, all of them down, and Peppermint going big with the combo. Ascended may take out. They get second tick. This
Oh, they actually
God.
see 9 the second hit. That is unlucky. And if you
Sending
look at the
Granite.
ults now, I think Y Theory just made the call here to save their ultimates, and they're actually looking really strong now. They have
And,
the Diva Bomb, they have Hammond, they have the EMP, and
They
then
got the
whatever
Aztec
they
practically
can get up
free.
during the fight.
They got it practically for free. All they did was put Granite and ascended it on the point while they had the fight out there.
Yeah,
And
but on the other side, the Transcendence is up now, so that could be potentially huge as well. Maybe popping it when it's necessary, then cleaning out Ascended bombs. I'm gonna switch to Ascended here, as he's gonna go in soon. There we go.
oh, Nathan takes up Nev and the EMP goes in. I'm not sure it's the best idea. Nev already went down and Kakashi also goes down, but since it's only a tick, I think they're gonna fight this for some reason. They pop EMP and
Yeah, I think they can go faster.
Hammond goes down to the bombs. Oh, and they're getting picks here, but the blade goes in. Ascender getting 2 with the bombs.
That's
and
only
it's
2
just
people remaining for Team Red here. They can take this
Genji
if they're fast
and
enough.
The Mercy's going for the contest.
Oh,
Mercy and Hammond.
this Mercy needs to die right now. Hammond, no
Hammond
grapple
died
hook
very-
anymore.
Moira's coming onto the point, and the Soundbringer comes in.
That could
Oh, and
potentially
it
be
gets
huge
taken
EMP,
straight out
but
by EMP.
still, it's just
Taken out by-
1 second they need. 1 second
Granite
without
takes
anyone
out
on point.
Peppermint. Bomb goes in. Bomb
Oh,
takes out Kakashi. That's
Kakashi dying again to Diva Bomb. That really
right.
cannot happen.
Oh, and they get the res onto Peppermint, and they're still fighting this. The EMP comes out from Granite.
It's
Looks
only
like they're
Mercy
gonna finally
remaining. It's
clear
only
this
Mercy
out.
remaining.
That's
Genji on
Mercy.
point now.
Mercy and Genji. Mercy and Genji. EMP's going for the. Someone's going
They
for the
take it!
contest.
They take it! Diva and Genji both able to contest here in my opinion. Really unlucky for Team Red here, and since they took it in overtime, Y Theory is gonna have the unique opportunity to either draw or win. They cannot lose this point anymore. That is gonna
Yeah,
be
that's-
huge.
That is really big for Y Theory here, as they have a really nice attack, especially considering that Nev died in the first couple of seconds there. They still managed to get it through.
Yeah. I feel like Kakashi has to work a little bit on his positioning. Dying twice to a Diva Bomb in this matchup now. At least twice. That really can't happen because the main hero is such a crucial piece.
And it's also not just in. It's not even just like out of nowhere. It's in the big team fights, the deciding team fights that he dies, and that
Yeah,
really
exactly.
cannot be happening, especially
Exactly.
at this level of play. 1 man down, like each player has such a big impact because it's such a high level of play.
Yeah. And especially on the Mercy, right? Normally you would like think that he could just fly to someone who is safe and then be safe as well. Really unlucky for him here. Really unlucky. But I mean, they somehow managed to pull it off, right? So I'm not gonna complain about that anymore.
5,
Right?
4, 3,
Seems like Goats comp now. Let's get it, my friends. Goats comp for Team Y Theory now. Let's see what they're gonna do.
But it's also known as the Resident Sleeper comp.
The Resident Sleeper comp, but it can be so energetic, to be fair. It can be so energetic. They just run in like absolute madmans here.
Yeah, and they're already on the point here, and they're gonna
Focuses
have
on
to
Hammond.
force to keep their distance, and Hammond's getting focused.
Hammond getting out though. Why is he re-engaging? Why is he re-engaging? He's 1 HP.
Hammond goes down. What? That was a very big misplay. And
2
Peppermint
picks,
also
3
goes down.
picks,
4 picks,
4
5 picks.
picks, 5.
Keep them
Go
coming.
again,
Keep them coming. Why
6.
do we
Let's go. Zenyatta remaining 7 picks. That's gonna be map
7
number
picks?
3 for Team Y Theory.
And this is this the beginning of the reverse sweep coming in?
Oh, the reverse sweep is gonna be real, my friend.
Play of the game.
Oh, and it's Peppermint to play the game here. Let's see this. Oh, this is the big C9 that ultimately cost him the point towards the end of the game here.
Yeah, they went really aggressive here. Look at the point. Look at the point. Oh, that is painful. That is painful. Alright, we're gonna go into intermission for a second. And then we're gonna load into map 4. See you soon. Alright, and we're back. Now on King's Row. The map of the maps.
This is the Overwatch map. Most of the time when you think of Overwatch, you think
If
of
you-
King's Row.
Exactly. If you scrim and you don't play King's Row, did you even scrim, right? Right, Mute's actually in the chat. If they hold, they win the series. As in, if they hold Anubis, I suppose. Is that how it works? I'm not really sure how they handle draws in Open Division. I'm pretty sure if you draw, that's gonna be like as a null map, and then you go again.
No, I don't think
Well,
you
they
go
didn't,
again.
so you know.
Tiebreaker at the end.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like 3. Yeah, exactly. I think you play.
One.
You just carry
I
on
think
playing.
you end up playing 6 maps or something in the end,
Objective A.
or whatever, if you actually draw. Alright, anyway, Team Red moving in now on again Hammond, Diva, Dive. I think that's their comp to go, as it seems. Then Ryan Zarya, standard Ryan Zarya defense for Team Y Theory.
And it looks like they're just playing around Hotel right now, and Team Red are just dominating the high ground here, and they go into the back. They don't get anything.
Yeah.
The nade goes in from both teams here, but Diva gets hacked and she nearly goes down. There's no DM second
A
there.
little bit unlucky that it couldn't get the DMAC here.
Then the
but
shield goes down. Maybe this is their chance to push, and Spudwit going a bit in the flank, and he's the shield bash to lose
Team
it.
Y Theory will be forced to touch here though. Will be
And
forced to touch
Hammond
the point.
Hammond can play a bit more aggressively now that he hasn't seen that. And Peppermint gets a big pick onto Lucio, and again he keeps going in. Granite takes out Diva though, and they get antied, and they're pushing in. Apple takes out Granite. Sender goes down. There's a big anti coming in. And Spud also is out of position here. He's getting
He will go down as well.
It was a well orchestrated
Unlucky.
attack. But
It looked very well here for Y Theory. I think they got a good amount of damage out, and then they couldn't really push into that like the D.Va. If they could have gotten the D.Va DMAC right, that could have been potentially huge.
I think it was.
And then we had Apples on the high ground window just being completely uncontested.
Yeah.
Maybe
We
that
also
was a
had,
bit of target focus.
We also had
issue or
Spud using his shield bash to reposition, so they could play a bit more aggressively after 7-second cooldown, and that's
I see.
quite important.
Right, interesting flank here by D.Va.
Oh.
She doesn't have her
Oh,
bomb.
okay.
But
And he goes into the backline, and the EMP blade combo coming out. Peppermint takes out one, but one might be all it takes to win a team fight.
Yeah, but in the end it is just a Lucia, right? Anna's still alive and well, healing like a
Oh,
madman.
grab.
Huge
Nano grab.
EMP. That is going to be.
They popped 3
is
ults
going to
that
be
fight and they've got the
push.
other 3, but Team Red, Team Wheelchair only have 3 ults. And Apples takes out 2, and that's quite
Alright, I think that's gonna be
a huge amount of ult
in
charge
favor
there.
of Team Red here. Yeah, I think that's gonna be in favor of Team Red. I think they can push this at least till this point where they have to fight again, because I think the way for Team White here right now is a little bit further than the way for Team Red right now from spawn.
Yeah. And the rally's going in and they're going to try and engage with it hardly more aggressively as can, and he takes out both supports here. And Arna goes down, main support is down, but Neve and Zarya goes down on the other side. Ascender goes down and so does Hammond, but Granite goes to...
That is unlucky. The Shatter got at least 2 people there, but there was no follow-up because the Ascender just went that aggressive. The team just didn't follow up on that. Oh, can they recontest? So 4 people on point now for White Theory again.
Defend it back. They're just holding on to it.
White Theory actually manages to completely reset.
Oh,
that could be
EMP
huge.
Blade combo
That
coming
is
in.
going to be
Again,
absolutely
Granite goes down, Spud goes down, Big Blade, Nano Blade, EMP gets 4, what the... I need to watch Sanity.
Oh, I thought Peppermint is gonna jump off the map to BM here.
Yeah, but he
the
just
double
walked him
jump
down.
saved him. Ooh. But that was
He
that
walked
was an
him.
absolutely massive Nano Blade right there.
Nano Blade
Obviously
EMP.
aided by Apple's EMP. Hammond getting taken down. I think that's gonna be like.
It's going to be very big because they're man down and Granite's got the EMP and they can really play aggressive with the numbers advantage plus the EMP. This Genji's in the backline and he honestly should have died there.
White Theory has to defend into every direction, so there are people in every direction, completely surrounded most of the time.
Diva's behind them with no boosters.
Yeah, there's a
And
Diva behind them. Apple
Lucio
from the
and
other side.
Genji posting down on her, but the EMP comes in. And Apple's just chilling on the high ground trying to get
That's
his
the
ult.
healers though, that's the healers. That's the healers down.
Healers down. Kakashi goes down again to another bomb. Kind of it's happening a bit too often at this point. And he then goes in to just tank all the bombs, and Granite's just trying to farm his EMP again, and Team Wheelchair just staying on the high ground here.
Yeah,
They know
Neff-
they don't have too much.
Neff getting up to take this high ground, right? Because right now Team White Theory doesn't really have that much capacity to contest this high ground, so Neff getting up there just trying to boop everyone off. Oh, it might be the smartest choice.
Oh,
Shatter
goes
on
down
S-Train. There needs to be some follow-up on the Steve.
Oh my
No
God.
follow-up
Yo,
at all.
Lucio.
Not today.
Lucio
Again.
with a massive boot gets 2, and Apples is in the background going for the health pack hack, and the Ascender gets nano boosted. Nev goes down. Kashi looks like he's about to go down here. Team fight looks lost. Granite ascended 4v6 here because 2 people go down quite late. Pushing in. EMP from
That is
Granite.
big
And
though, that is huge.
big combo.
3, 4 going down for Team White Theory.
That's 5, and that's a very big EMP combo.
Yeah, as I said, EMPs are winning and losing those engagements here in this matchup. Absolutely massive from both sides. Absolutely massive.
Just
Thank you, Thrower Worker, for following. Very much appreciated.
oh,
Nano
none of
Blade
those
down
coming
again.
in. And let's see if he gets any.
But
He's
it's
looking for some.
it's a
So much
rally of
damage.
guys.
Oh my god, the combo looks big.
Oh,
They'll all go down, and the Diva one gets wasted by SR Drain.
that Shatter ups. Oh. Yeah, again though. No, I'm sorry. This time it was the Shatter, right? Shatter absolutely shutting down the Nano Blade there, and as well as the rally. Obviously, with the rally, you cannot. I think you cannot insta kill with a rally, right? I'm sorry. You cannot kill with a Nano Blade if the enemy has rally up. That's what I'm trying to
No,
say.
you cannot. It does 75 for a dash and 180 on the slash. So that is 255 damage. If they have full rally, it does not insta-kill, and a lot of healing also coming from Kakashi. So he did not get any value out of the Nano Blade here. Probably should have waited for the EMP before going in with it. Peppermint switches off the Genji, goes into the Reaper, and they get sound barrier, and the EMP comes in, and SR drain goes down though. Even though the EMP they played defensively quite well. Granite. And they're just sitting here poking at each other, and Grab comes in and they go take 2 down. And it's just Nano EMP trying to, Nano Sombra trying to get the EMP up quickly.
Where did the Ascended Shatter? Where did the Ascended Shatter go?
He
All of a
tried
sudden
using it.
10 seconds.
Did he get hacked? Did he get hacked mid shatter or something? Because I never heard him or saw him use it. I was on the I had the camera on him the whole time. I completely
saw him
missed that
use it.
apparently. Alright.
Oh,
I
and they
missed
managed to
it.
get the contest off. Who contested? Overtime coming through, and Apple's just trying to touch, and Apple makes it just about on time. And they're all going for the contested, and the Samurai comes down from...
Hammond is 1 HP though. Hammond is super low.
Hammond is low, and they're trying to focus him here, and it's a full-blown contest fight.
Very good aggression from Hammond here. Very good aggression.
Yeah, and they take
Reaper
3
no,
down.
Reaper no Wraith for him anymore. He's gonna go down as well. He manages to get the
Defended
health
it
pack though.
now.
He manages to get the
He
health
gets
pack.
the health pack, and he's nearly got his Death Blossom up here, but he goes down.
Yeah,
And
Hack
it's
going
hard
down
to-
as well on the Diva mech.
Star drains is wasting
That's
some
gonna
time.
be it. That's gonna be it. Very, very good hold here from Y Theory in my opinion. I think they had quite a lot of time remaining when they started off on point 3, and they managed to hold it all the time. Not bad, not bad. It's gonna be hard, certainly winnable for Team Y Theory. Also certainly winnable for Team Wheelchair, to be fair. We're gonna see how it goes.
Indeed.
Right now, interesting comp. I think Team Y Theory is currently discussing if they're running a Sombra strat or a Goats comp, considering what they've picked right now.
Yeah,
In
and
my
also-
opinion, I mean, obviously, as you said, it's a little bit of a resident sleeper comp, but Goats comp on first point is really, really strong on King's Row, and you can basically steamroll until at least third point, and if it then doesn't work, you can switch on third point. But you can really get a lot of time. You can have a lot of time remaining if you just roll with Goats comp until third point.
Yeah, and you've got. You could also try to run Goats with a Sombra. Like it could potentially work. And Goats, you just try to bomb rush the enemies as much as humanly
to
possible.
be fair, it will be a triple support, right? Just a triple support, Ryan Zarya Sombra. But yes, I think this could work, especially since basically all Team Wheelchair ran so far is a Hammond Diva Sombra strat. I think I haven't seen them play anything different than that. I think they played that on every map, really, like with small variations, but there was always a Sombra, there was always a Hammond Diva in my opinion. So obviously the Sombra really strong against Hammond. He jumps in, he gets hacked, he's gonna be dead, and he's gonna feed so much ult charge to Team Y Theory. So
The running the triple support with a Sombra here is probably gonna try hack someone and really focus him down. Granite's just farming his ult charge onto Hammond, but goes down. They gain the map control of the point where Kakashi and Granite go down, so they're probably gonna go for the retake here. Spot takes out Lord DeMille, and Nev takes out Hammond. Big play.
that's first tick though, almost second tick.
Looks like they win this after
Second
all.
tick, getting taken as well.
Oh, Granite and Apples engaging in a little Sombra 1v1 at the back there.
I feel like Team Wheelchair has a little bit of a problem contesting the point. Having someone contesting the point. That's the second time. They were alive the whole time. They could have had someone standing on point, at least getting 1 or 2 more seconds out of this, but...
And Granite went down, so they could have just as easily pushed in, because they're...
yeah, exactly. They even got
down.
2 picks there. They even got 2 picks. I think Granite and someone else. They were 1 up. They were 1 up in that push.
Oh, Nano Hammond coming in here, trying to push up, trying to retake the space, and the sender goes down. Just keep going in with it. They're playing very aggro here now. Just trying to make them back up, and they've asserted their dominance over the space.
Actually pushed behind the choke, right? Payload almost made it through the choke. They go really aggressive here. They go really aggressive.
Coalescence coming in from Kashi, and that's a nice bomb spreading over area, and big EMP. Let's see if he gets any follow-up. Going in, Peppermint dies very quickly after using Valley, and it's Spud counters with the Zone Valley, and they try to push in here. Esardrain gets taken down, and
Hammond's
it's just
super weak. Hammond is super weak here.
Lucio's trying their best to speed out the supports, and Apple makes it out alive.
That is super unfortunate though. We have Anna on 66% off his ult, off her nano boost, and Nathan runs on the Hammond here, literally having 400 missing HP that can just be healed up. That could have been so much ult shot. I'm actually confused a little bit right now. It seems like they healed him up before the Anna returned. Maybe they just wanted to contest here, but they didn't really need to, so interesting choices here. They could have had the nano boost already.
And the Sound Barrier goes down, they pop EMP, and they also pop the grab. The EMP grab coming out for them again. Really abusing that combo here.
Yeah,
The
I
nano
think
boost.
that's why Theory's go-to combo here, the grab. Oh, that could potentially be absolutely huge though. Only Seldingur going down though, only Zarya. Hammond hacked again, as I said, Hammond hacked. He was gonna be dead instantly. He
Yeah,
cannot roll
Hammond is
around.
just one of those heroes, very ability dependent, like Genji or Tracer.
Well,
Instantly dead. It's just a feed at that point.
not only ability dependent, but also he's gonna be aggressive, and then he's gonna be ability dependent. If you hack a Hammond that is in his team, he can probably just retreat. But if he is in your backline, he needs to have those abilities to roll or swing back out, or use his bomb to force you away. And if he can't use those, he's very vulnerable.
Oh, and Hammond goes down, but Apple takes out Granite. Granite was getting close to his EMP. Apple's is 97. We're gonna look for it very soon.
But
Hardwick comes out. Apple's with a big EMP. It doesn't seem like there's much follow-up here though. The payload's getting near. SR Drain goes down. Lord Demo looks like he's gonna go down, but Ascender goes down as well. They're pushing in hard.
Very even fight though so far.
Pushing in hard, and Granite takes out Peppermint. The
That is
EMP
huge,
comes
though,
up for
huge
Granite.
EMP.
And
That
SR
Hammond
Drain
is
goes
just
down.
gonna
Nathan goes down,
get
and this
melted
looks
now.
like the point for Y Theory and Lord Demille's trying to go for the contest here.
Oh,
Apples.
Sombra trying to contest, 1 meter remaining, and that's gonna be map number 4 now, am I right? Map 4 goes to Team
For
White
the White.
Theory. 2-2. The reverse sweep is actually happening. Actually, I just saw
Play of the game.
that we have the map stats slightly off, so let me correct that. We are now at map 4, hang on, I'm actually at map 5 of best of 5, am I right? Alright. And again, absolutely massive plays here by Peppermint. I think he's
Yeah.
a really valuable asset for Team Wheelchair. Right, again, we're gonna go into intermission for a second until we figure out the next map. I think the tiebreaker is one of the control points again, right? So we're gonna play Nepal?
It's the
Yes,
it's the
we're gonna play
opposite
Nepal.
control point, and I think it's only
Yeah, we played Lijiang, so it's gonna be Nepal. Right, loading in on Nepal now.
I think it's only one. I think it's only one map, like one individual point, rather than the entire thing.
Is that so? No,
I'm-
that
I
is
think
interesting
I'm
because we
wrong.
kind of need to figure that one out before before they go into the map, I guess. I am not sure. Let me just really quickly open up the rule book on the site. So forgive me for not going live onto the map right now. Players, player rules, regular season playoffs, staff, team name, pricing, structure,
Oh, you're there as well.
draw.
What
So if
was
any
it
individual
setting?
map ends in a draw, a tiebreaker map will be played immediately. Oh, okay, interesting. So that would have happened on.
5,
Oh yeah, I think it's 1 point for that. I think this is the
1.
full. I'm not sure.
Round 1. Capture the objective.
No, I think no. It's the whole map. It's the whole map. All right, we're going to go live. I'm sorry for the delay. Now spawning in.
Oh, you got Widows coming out from both teams here. They're trying to dominate the sight lines, and Ganet's being forced back a bit. Slender goes down, and Nev also goes down really early in the fight here to be going down like that. Like, oh, and Ascender gets pulled in. Like,
Wheelchair actually asserting point dominance here though. Just
yeah,
forcing
like,
Y Theory off a little bit, and they could just take the point while Y Theory was still alive, pretty much.
they're just trying to sit back up on the point here, and they're kind of on the way back. And you can't be getting picked that early into fights, and like, already getting picked off. And they switched off the Widowmaker over to the Tracer, and it looks like they're gonna rotate round. This spot just trying to look for some poke or some ult charge, and they're set up behind them.
Oh, flank for the whole team. Big anti there on
SR drain.
SR
Oh.
drain? SR drain.
And this tire, unless it gets taken out.
Scary.
They really should have taken out that tire. He popped it in front of them, and Apples goes big with Peppermint. DPS for.
Oh, dude. The Battle Mercy. Battle Mercy is back in town.
Neptuno's disciples have sprung up all over the place. Crazy.
I totally misread there earlier. I thought it was like maybe something like Sergeant Drain or something. I totally botted out there on the names. I cannot English, I'm sorry. Right. Switch is happening now, right? Granted, switch off to the Tracer earlier.
And Spud's now on the Junkrat for the insane damage output that you can get from it. Granite gets apples. They've got to make sure they don't get the res, and Granite gets nano boosted here, and they have to pop the trans just to keep Mercy up. But Ascender goes down, and a Slenderger trying to play catch with Hog. You can have him.
Teams to switch side really quick here and there. Big
Granite takes out
big for now.
Big from Granite to that then. Lord Demil goes down, Spud takes out SR Drain, and SR Peppermint takes out Spud. Why do it 2 down here? They can't play too aggressively. Gotta wait for some respawns, and Apples is trying to get some picks here.
This is gonna go hard for Y Theory. They're down a little bit. They need to respawn. I guess a full team now again. They're gonna be a little bit rushed. And Team Red already has 99%, so if they lose to point once, that's gonna be it.
Oh, Spud gets the big, like, this is so much damage to Arista, but Granite takes out Mercy, and that's probably a team fight.
Tire coming out from both teams, though.
They get 1 pick each, but Granite takes out Arista for Y Theory, and Nev. SR takes out Nev while falling off the map.
He takes him with me. With him, I don't know.
Words do good.
Words. Yeah, but big hold there. Actually interesting that Spot only got 1 pick with the tire there, except for like Orisa, I think, stood right next to him. She used Fortify, and then Granite just swooped in there. I can really, it's too early in the day, as in whatever, 3 PM.
3 PM is 8 AM.
Exactly.
Oh, big bongo coming out.
Here,
Both DPS go down, and the Egoistic is on his way back from spawn though.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be mostly up to Hog now to get some
the
picks.
spawn tire coming in, and Apples goes big, gets 2k, and Nev goes down.
Oh.
Apples looking for more in the backbone.
Do they know they need to contest? Do they know they need to contest? It's overtime.
They do, but
I think Trace is gonna go for contest. Trace is gonna go for contest. Oh.
Did I hear the
Yes,
pulse
they're gonna be back. They're gonna be back.
They made it. They made it. And the
they're trying
Granite
to
goes down. It goes down. The takes 2. Just
yeah, I
Nev.
think the trans just decided here. A defensive ult versus no defensive ult. That's gonna be painful. Thank you, Psycho Gamer 323 for following. Very much appreciated. Right, map 1 goes to Wheelchair. Wheelchair getting ever closer to their victory. but so is Y Theory. Two maps to two maps. Y Theory reverse sweep so far. Maybe they can reverse sweep this map. We'll see.
Yeah, it's a very tight game here. Like, no matter which team wins, we can both agree that this game has been hotly contested and joy to watch.
Oh yeah, this has been an absolutely amazing series. Now
This is some
Hammond Diva again for Team Wheelchair. I'm currently thinking if like the Hammond strat. Like, I think if it's gonna be Hammond Diva versus Hammond Diva, Wheelchair has more practice on this. Wheelchair definitely has more practice. They show like real profession in this comp. So I'm not sure if Y Theory isn't in a slightly disadvantage here,
Ascended takes out Nathan though, and looks like an early pick. They've got map control. Looks like they're gonna take early point possession. And Granite gets taken down, and so does Assad. But Assad right, and Kakashi sucks off the mech. I mean, not the mech, the baby. That sounded very wrong.
Alright, this time the first push goes to Y Theory though. And you know, first push, always really valuable on control point maps.
Oh, and Zen goes in trying to contest the point here. And Ascended flies in, spreads his big balls of death and tries to get as many as he can. And they're forced to back out again, and it's already 25%.
I'm not even sure if this Hammond ult was needed there. I don't think it got that much value. Maybe just zoning a little bit, but maybe they could have saved on that one, because that was a really clean up. That was a really clean up, I suppose.
Yeah, it doesn't seem necessary. It's just like Nathan's having a little look around on the left side, trying to see what he can do here. Granite's just eyeing the targets while in Viz, and Peppermint trying to do a bunch of spam. EMP comes out from Apples, but he goes down straight away. Peppermint looks like he's gonna go for the barrage soon. He's playing very aggressively, trying to fly into the backline, trying to take out Moira. Moira goes down. That's very big. Main support normally means fight low. Kakashi goes down, but Peppermint also gets traded. But that's actually a decent trade for Team Wheelchair. Apples is back. Oh, and the hack gets cancelled last second. Great. Oh, looks like they're gonna try to stagger Apples here, and he's probably died.
And that's gonna be last push, right? That's last fight already. Even if they decide to lose this or end up losing this, Y Theory is gonna have a whole 100% for Team Red time to just retake this points, and 90% already still ticking for Y Theory. Huge EMP for Granite.
Granite takes out Zen, and even if it is sort of a solo, that's good enough.
Oh,
and they
saves
take
himself
out
with Translocator. Oh, that's gonna be this map. Peppermint gets taken up by Granite as well now.
utter and absolute domination.
Yeah, apparently I was wrong. Team Y Theory actually really proficient on the Hammond Diva strat as well.
If we try to upload this to YouTube, we'll get taken down for BDSM. Holy hell! And looks like the Reinhardt coming out from Y Theory here, and Wheelchair's looking to stay on the good old faithful Hammond Diva. And
it's gonna be May.
That was a May rather than Sombra. Quite unconventional.
But as last time, I think the strat is not gonna work out for Y Theory. I'm gonna call it right now. The reason being, Wheelchair has the Hammond. They're gonna be on point quicker than the Y Theory. The point of the strategy is to be quicker on, faster on the point and walling someone off. If they can't be there faster, they might have a problem. We'll see.
And also, it looks like they're not. Peppermint is trying to. They're just trying to poke here. They're not. It looks like they're respecting the May here, not going in. Spud uses shield bash, maybe a bit too aggressively. They could play. They all jump in at the same time here. Maybe it could not work.
Apple's taking some
early
damage though.
They get early point possession here. They really cannot push in as long as they know they've got the May wall. The May wall is the make or break of this team comp. And Kakashi
That is
uses
big
cold
though.
as
May
ammo
wall
down.
also not
May wall. Oh
very
no.
nicely used.
The sender goes down. Granite goes down. What have they done there? That was a. I don't mean to be mean, but that was big throw.
Big throw from White Theory.
Yeah.
I think they can stall it for a little bit longer though. Maybe Neff still on point. Oh, the hack though. Hack's gonna shut it
Kakashi
down.
coming back on if he gets body blocked by second. Pharaoh.
Well, every percent is valuable, am I right? Getting 2 or 3 more percent here. Pays with his life for it though, you know.
They've nearly got the Mayo coming out soon, but it's going to be quite difficult to get anyone in it other than Zen because everyone else has got escape mechanisms, and it can also get eaten by Diva. Like they could just try to rush onto point again and get forced onto that. Oh, and
Oh,
that is a
painful this time. This, other than the May, they don't really have anything that could kill this Diva. So, oh granted, you need to die now. You need to die. He takes out May.
What are you
He
doing?
takes out the May. I'm not sure if that was a smart move because the May could have been could have had the demacked during that push, making Team Wheelchair 1 down. But then again, if May doesn't have if Baby Diva doesn't have damage, obviously she can remax, so you'll never know.
Yeah, but if you remax, you still have an opportunity to kill her here. They really need to find a way to get on this point without getting spammed to all hell, and the sender goes down,
That is
getting
painful.
destroyed. That is horrible, and he gets walled off though. He gets taken down in a big EMP.
Main tanks
That
for
is,
both teams are down now.
and EMP
That's gonna
bomb
decide the
combo,
push, though.
and it looks like
It's gonna be last push now for Team White Theory, I suppose. I really think this Goats comp that they're running right now feeds a lot of ult charge, but doesn't have a Diva to protect from the Pharah. And we see again, Pharah has her ultimate again, right after one push. That's gonna be rough.
oh, Snapmare
Getting
coming
nothing
in.
though, getting nothing, that is huge.
If they can stay on this point, they could really potentially win it. And it's a Blizzard
This is winnable, this is absolutely winnable. Yeah, point gets
one.
turned over by White Theory. No,
I
it's
think they
gonna be
should
clean
just focus. They should really focus here and not taking any poke, because you got the Pharaoh. They have
yeah,
that is how
really
they
just-
win the
yeah.
point. They need to really just camp those corners and not take any damage.
Yeah.
Apples is coming
If
in
Team
on
Red
the
is smarty, I think the thing that's gonna win them the point is gonna be a Pharah EMP combo. If the EMP goes on, if White Theory have the sound barrier, if they have the Reinhardt shield, none of that is gonna matter if the EMP goes down during the barrage.
Okay, so. Oh, they wall off the Hammond and he could die here. It really easily could die
Kakashi
here.
being walled off as well.
Let me
though.
take that one it, and Nathan goes down, and Kakashi's wasted another coalescence. What is going on? But Lord Demille goes down, and so does the Sardrain. And but Spartan
It's gonna be
Extender
tight
goes
fight,
down.
but oh,
No, it's the looks like it's 3 for 3 on the point now, and
yeah, I think
Extender's
this
trying
is
his best not to
very
die to
winnable.
Apple. Granite takes out Peppermint doing his Kakashi's on his way back, and Granite gets 2.
Oh, and that was the last fight. That was the last fight. They cannot recontest.
That is game.
The match goes to White Theory. Wow, what a match! What a last map! Holy, my God, that was an amazing series.
Play of the game.
Play of the game again, going to Peppermint here, though. Really the player of the game here. He's been absolutely. Oh, he actually saves himself from the punch. Absolutely huge plays here by Peppermint. Absolutely huge. But it wasn't enough. Right? Right. Absolutely beautiful series of well, not so far, but absolutely huge series at all. This is gonna be it for now. We'll have a X Theory game, I think, later on in the day, today evening. I think
Yo,
we
I
might
just had
be
to
able
go
bounce
into.
that.
Hello, I just had to go into the Y Theory chat and scream Poggers reverse sweep.
All right. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Well, we'll see you maybe later if we can manage to cast that game. Thank
And
you all for
also-
watching. Follow us on all the stuffs, especially on Twitch. It is very much appreciated. And see you all later.
Wait, one last thing. Can we have a Poggers in the chat, boys?
Oh hell yeah, Poggers in the chat.
Yeah, not only me. I can't be
Well,
the
the
only
Pogger's
Poggers.
gonna be like 3 minutes delayed, but yes.
Yes.
All right. See you all later.
See you guys.